Hello everyone, thank you again for tuning into this video. This video will be about Lenin's tactics. My name is Andromedus. This article was written by Talak Vovim. The Jews used the same tactics over and over, all to accomplish the same goal, to turn Gentile people into slaves. Lenin and his Jewish terror tactics are similar to incidents happening right now around the world. The Lenin Revolution was destined to happen in countries not where capitalism was most advanced, but in countries like Russia, that were considerably underdeveloped economically, led by well-disciplined revolutionaries prepared to go to extremes, creating a dictatorship of the proletariat and transforming the imperialist war into civil war. Proletariat, defined as workers or working class people, regarded collectively, often used with reference to Marxism. Lenin wrote to Alexander, excuse me for the mispronunciation here, Shlyapikov, "The essence of our work, which must be persistent, systematic, and perhaps extremely long-term, is to aim for the transformation of the war into a civil war. When that will happen is another question, as it is not yet clear. We must wait for the moment to ripen and systematically force it to ripen. We can neither promise civil war nor decree it, but we must work towards that end for as long as we have to." Lenin kept at that the Bolsheviks had to be ready to encourage civil war by all means possible. Lenin, while in exile, sent many letters to the Central Committee of the Bolshevik Party, encouraging an uprising to begin. Bolshevik leaders encouraged spontaneous acts of violence and disruptive influence of social movements. October 10th, Lenin returned to Petrograd and convinced the Bolshevik Party to undertake an armed uprising. They seized power but soon met with opposition and turned to terror and violence to keep control. Proclamation made on November 13th, high-ranking functionaries in state administration, banks, treasury, the railways, and the post are sabotaging the measures of the Bolshevik government. They will be known as the enemies of the people. All their names will be printed out and put up upon public places. Anyone suspected of sabotage, speculation, and/or opportunism is liable to be arrested immediately as enemies of the people and transferred to the Kronstadt prisons. Courts of the old regime were replaced with new people's courts. Violence and looting were widespread. Many people were arrested, and Lenin described terror as justice. When the Bolsheviks took over, great agricultural properties that had been attacked by angry peasants and the landowners massacred, allowing Bolsheviks to seize initiative and take more control. Many atrocities were committed to keep power. Executions, even though were considered legal, would make no difference. The Bolsheviks would do anything to maintain order. The atrocities committed by the Bolsheviks in Ukraine, the Cuban, the Don region, and in Crimea in 1918 against people who opposed them were as such: binding their hands and feet and throwing them into a blast furnace, others tied up, tortured, and thrown into the sea. Precise files from the Denikin Commission record corpses with their hands cut off, broken bones, heads ripped off, broken jaws, and genitals removed. Nothing in the lives of the Russian peoples under Bolshevik control. Food was scarce and the economy was doing poorly. The Bolsheviks knew their days were numbered. The smallholders of people who owned only a parcel of land fought side by side with the proletariat when the time came to overthrow the capitalists and the major landowners. But now our paths have diverged. Smallholders have always been afraid of discipline and organization. The time has come for us to have no mercy and to turn against them. Lenin. Trotsky is also quoted as saying, "Our only choice now is civil war. Civil war is the struggle for bread. Long live civil war," which will soon be the cry for equality, such as the Civil War is the struggle for equality. Now, alcoholism, brutality, their subordinates, and self-advancement all became results for devotion to the cause. They shut down all non-Bolshevik newspapers, similar Jewish tactic that they are still using, except instead of anything against Bolsheviks, they're shutting down anything that is deemed anti-Semitic. You only need a small number of people to turn a whole situation around. The Bolsheviks knew. They were right. We Satanists can turn everything around. We have the power and the potential to change the world. We are making an impact, so don't give up. Keep meditating every day and keep your aura of protection up and strong and your aura clean. Make sure to participate in all of the reverse Torah rituals. Thank you very much for your time in watching this video.